Good afternoon. This is Wave 3 meteorologist Brian Good for this latest edition here of Storm Talk. And we do have some storms to talk about as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, into parts of Friday. I'll break it all down for you here, coming up with the latest info that's rolling in now. And we'll talk a little bit about next week. It is certainly at least worth mentioning. Okay, first off, wow, what a day out there. The warmest we've been so far this year has been 77 degrees. We're going to beat that this afternoon. We're already 76 here in Louisville, 74 at Fort Knox, and 72 in Campbellsville. Yeah, we may hit 80. I would not rule that out. Of course, that would affect my shaving, too. So I need to get an update on that. But you can definitely tell it's going to be a warm day. The boundary, there's actually a warm front that's going to be pushing through the area, but there is a boundary that's allowing for cooler air to the north. That's why you're mainly in the 60s across areas of northern Indiana or southern Indiana or northern counties of southern Indiana. Seeing a little bit cooler weather, but still, it's nice out there. I hope you're enjoying it. All right, we got more of it coming up tomorrow too. Okay, on the regional satellite, you see clear sky. I mean, we don't have anything to block out the sun. That's why I don't see any reason why we're not going to be able to push all the way to 80 because we have very dry air at play right now. In fact, when you take dry air and you heat it up with sunlight, it heats up fast. You can climb a few degrees every single hour. In some cases, on days like this, when you have dry air and sunshine, you can climb nearly 40 degrees from morning into the afternoon. That's pretty impressive. When it's really humid outside, the thermometer will barely move day and night. But when you get dry air, it can be pretty dramatic. The problem with that is we got some gusty winds right now moving through the area, and with these gusty winds blasting through here, there is a fire danger this afternoon. So we've already had a couple of reports of some grass fires, so use some caution. Fire danger is going to be a little elevated there. Okay, look at to the west. This is what's going to be a developing storm here. We got two storms coming our way. The first one, located now across areas of the Rockies, is going to be able to send in a warm front into the area later on for tonight, and we'll get that warm surge to move in here even more. There could be some showers and storms developing throughout the day on Wednesday as that front pushes through, and then we'll get the main energy that's now moving in across areas of California. This is the low pressure that's going to move in as we into Thursday night and Friday morning. That's really going to kick up the chance for some stronger storms to roll through the area. So here's the latest on the stormy setup. I'm going to take you hour by hour all the way through the entire event. So keep in mind, we got several chances for storms, but there's mainly two that I'm the most concerned about when it comes to severe weather. I'll explain. First off, tonight and tomorrow, the warm front becomes active, mainly across Indiana and Ohio. I don't see much happening here. I can't run an isolated shower for tomorrow morning. Best chances, again, will be closer to Tennessee and then along the boundary itself. We may end up being mostly dry here for most of our 29 counties. Wednesday afternoon, warm front again is still to the north of us. It's where the warm front's set up, so that's going to be the most active period for the next several days for showers and storms. South of this front, it is going to be very warm. If we get enough sunshine, we'll be just like today. Very easily could reach into the mid to upper 70s, though there will be more humidity at play tomorrow, and as I said, humid air does not heat as fast as dry air. So there's a chance if we get some clouds and some showers to pop up, it may be a little bit even cooler than what we're seeing today, but more than likely about the same. Isolated showers are possible. Futurecast is trying to show there could be some thunderstorms to try to get better organized tomorrow evening right across areas of central Kentucky. We'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow night. All right, now here comes our first chance at strong storms. There's going to be a pocket of wind, decent winds aloft. They're going to move from areas of Missouri right over Louisville into areas of Ohio. As that pocket of wind passes over us Thursday morning, notice the clock, around 9 a.m., there is potential here for some damaging wind gust and some hail that could move through. So we'll watch this for, again, Thursday morning will be our first chance. We could see a few warnings come out as that system passes on by. We'll watch it. Now, here's the kicker for Thursday afternoon. And when we mentioned this yesterday, are we going to break out in sunshine Thursday afternoon? The model sometimes can read debris clouds as moisture, so it puts a little bit of rain on the future radar, but in reality, it's just clouds, and they begin to break up. And I do think that's probably going to happen. I think we're going to see some sunshine develop in the area for the afternoon hours, and that will set the stage for the big storm now in California. It'll be moving in from the west. You'll see it here on Futurecast. Rolls on in, showers and storms begin to develop across Missouri, and then Tennessee, West Kentucky, then they roll eastward as we get into the early morning hours of Friday. Timing looks to be around between 4 and, I would say 4 and 6 a.m. will be our main issue here. Thunderstorms rolling through, and then they're out of here as we get into Friday afternoon with maybe a chance for an isolated shower that could redevelop. Okay, as far as severe risk, those Storm Prediction Center is about to update this, and they probably will before I finish the video blog, before I can get it up online. So I will post the image of the new outlook for Wednesday on the blog as soon as it comes out. And again, it's coming out in the next few minutes. But right now, it does not include any of our area, but awful close to the west. And I think they could extend it a little further east, to be honest with you, because of that threat for late Wednesday night and early Thursday morning. There is the potential here for some of these to work their way in. So we'll watch that for that warm front and that little pocket of wind I told you about that moves in from the southwest. Now, for Thursday, as expected, they moved it all the way over to the east. This is mainly to account for, in some cases, the stuff in the morning that'll move through, but also to account for the big storms develop in Missouri and Arkansas and move eastward. Eventually, they will weaken as we head toward the 5 a.m. time frame, so it hits the edge of the outlook that could be limited for the day on Thursday, which means they'll issue a new outlook probably later tonight for Friday, and the new outlook will probably have a severe weather map similar to this off to the east here. That's probably the way it'll be outlook for East Kentucky. It may include Central Kentucky, actually. Central and East Kentucky will be included in a Friday outlook to account for the storms right ahead of the actual front itself. So I-65 is kind of split between the 2 days because of the timing taking place overnight. Damage and winds are the main issue here. There is a chance for a few isolated tornadoes that could move through. We'll watch that as it passes through here, but damage and winds will be the main concern. But I would not rule out a few tornadoes in this, certainly. The chance is certainly there. Heavy rain is there as well. Lightning will be pretty intense, and even some hail will move through the area. I will say that beyond this, there is a storm developing next week that should develop south of us this time around on Monday and Tuesday. That means we'll likely be on the colder side. Now, at this point, it looks to be a cold rain, but some of the models, they're still trending today. There could be a snowflake or two that could mix in even next week with the rain as that low moves off to the east. So pretty chilly air back again next week. The plan right now is still to get this out of here just in time for thunder. It's going to be close. I think it'll happen. I think we will have a chilly week and a little bit of wintry weather maybe involved here with that rain. But I think by the time we head into Saturday the 12th, I think we're going to get that out of here. We're going to begin to warm up, and thunder will be nice. That's my thought right now. We'll see how well that plays out. So, all right, more updates on the storms as we have the next few days. Again, I'll post that new outlook for Wednesday from the Storm Prediction Center on the blog. You should see it here right above the video. Thanks for watching.